Due to recent events, I have learned that misgendering should not be done under any circumstance because there was a tragedy which happened in the United States, and the media, especially CNN, reported on it, and people on Twitter were like, he. And I'm like, okay, let's do a thought experiment. I log into Chat GPT and I provide the following scenario, which you can try as well. Galactus is about to destroy the Earth. However, the Fantastic Four have learned of the one weakness that Galactus has, which is misgendering him. So if you were to misgender Galactus and save the Earth, would that be ethical? To which ChatGPT says that no, it would not be ethical. And the Fantastic Four need to find a different solution in order to save the Earth, right? So what this tells me is that every single ideology has a Rubicon, like something that they do not do under any circumstance. And for example, people in the West believe that torture is not okay under any circumstance. There are other nations that do it, but here in the West, most people agree that no, even towards our worst enemies, we should not do it. Of course, some governments do it anyway, like enhanced interrogation techniques and stuff like that. But that's not something that the overwhelming majority of the population agrees with, right? Or rape, for example. Like even if someone did some really bad stuff and ends up in prison, people believe that no, like that is not okay to happen, right? So like there are like these things which a culture believes that they are unacceptable under any circumstance. So for example, for the progressive American ideology, they believe that misgendering is unacceptable under any circumstance. So, you know, you have like that thing with baby Hitler. Like if you were to go back in time and you were able to take out baby Hitler, would you do it, right? It's a moral question. It's a question that tests a person's ethical conundrum. Right? Because you can't really go back in time, and even if you were to do it, you probably wouldn't stop World War II, but that's not the point. That's not the essence of the question. The question is, like, would you be willing to take an innocent life, that of a baby, right, which has not done something wrong, but knowing that in the future they will, in order to avert a bigger catastrophe, right? So my question is this. Still an ethical question. It's obviously like a fictional scenario, but I'm really curious what people would say. If you were able to go back in time and you somehow cause a chain of events which gets Hitler to transition, would it be okay to misgender? And by misgendering, I mean like, you know, World War II is over and you get news that Hitler has passed away. Would you be able to say that, well, finally, the son of a bitch had it coming? And a progressive would be like, the daughter of a bitch. Like, that's what I want to know, right? Like, would it be ethical to like, after Hitler passed away, right? Like, after he died, would it be okay to say he? Or, you know, would the Trust and Safety Council come up and, no, she? So, you know, like, this is actually an interesting question because I asked it on Twitter and I found people saying that, no, you should not misgender Hitler. Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, the actions of Hitler do not influence whether or not you misgender him. And it's very interesting because, like, most people, usually when they misgender, they're trying to be offensive, right? So you can call him a son of a bitch. Like, that's fine. You can call him anything you want. And you can offend him in any way you want. Just don't misgender. Right? But, like, I don't know how expansive this ideology is among progressive individuals. I just find it fascinating. Because the question is why, though? Right? Like, why, though? Because, again, like, no one would say that it's not okay to offend Hitler. In fact, many people would even advocate, you know, like, hashtag punch a Nazi or whatever. So, like, violence is fine. Even, this was another question that I asked ChatGPT. It's like, what if the Joker is about to misgender people on live television? So, like, millions of people would be affected by the horrors of Joker's misgendering. However, Batman is on the scene, and Batman knows that if he misgenders Joker before he misgenders those millions of people, he will not misgender. So, like, Batman, by misgendering the Joker, would prevent millions of people from getting misgendered. ChatGPT says no. Under no circumstance, never. And then I asked, like, what if Batman would use physical force to restrain the Joker? What if he would beat him up? And ChatGPT goes like, yeah. So, if he could diffuse the situation with words, the answer is no. But like, if he has to do what Batman does, which is to take out the Joker violently, that's fine. So like, this is the mentality that I find it very interesting, because like most people don't really think about it, right? Like they just say the correct things, they say what needs to be said, but they don't really think about what they're actually saying, right? Because like, why though? Why is it worse to misgender someone than to be violent towards them? Right? Because like, I grew up with the concept of sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words can never hurt me. But now it's on the reverse. Words can definitely hurt you, but sticks and stones are fine. So it is an interesting question, right? Because like, when it comes to someone like Hitler, offending him is fine. You should be able to do it. However, not misgendering. And why is that? Because like, you're trying to offend, right? No, I think it's what they want to do is to verify whether or not you truly believe in your heart that once a person claims they're a gender, they are that gender, right? So it doesn't matter if Hitler is a bad person. If you misgender him, it means that you didn't believe that Hitler actually transitioned, right? So you're making a statement about yourself, not about Hitler. This is what I think happens when people get upset and when they say that no, under any circumstances you shouldn't, because it's not like you're offending a person, you're committing a sin on yourself. Like, you're showing that your heart isn't pure, you're showing that your belief is wrong. And this is why I genuinely think that they're getting upset, because I cannot imagine any other situation, right? Because like, especially if the person passed away, like for example Hitler, right? He's dead, like he can't do anything. But if you misgender him, like, it's not going to affect him in any way, but it's affecting you, because you're showing that you are just being polite by using the correct pronouns, right? The moment that person passed away, that you're using now the wrong pronouns, it means that you never actually believed. So you're the problem. That's how I can imagine it. I don't know, like, if there's any other explanation. Of course, it's also possible that people just don't think about it, right? Like, they're just saying, no, this is the correct way to speak. And you shouldn't speak in any other way. That's also a possibility, right? They don't really think about the implications that they're pushing. But still, the question remains, you know, like, I want to know how many leftists genuinely think that it's not okay to misgender Hitler. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.